Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Last Word Sports, and today we got another video for you, whole gang. And today we will be talking about the Sixers.
Our friend Dimitri Taranjo.
Dimitri Taranjo.
The Philadelphia 76ers. The city of brotherly love.
That is
you
brutal.
guys are horrible.
Yeah. I just want to say that I'm sorry Doc Rivers is your coach.
Doc Rivers, you need to be fired. You might be one of the worst
I am
head coaches I've
still
ever
mad.
I mean, it was 3.
I am still mad about Doug Peterson. And Philly deserves this. You can suck it. Okay? Trae Young may hate New York, okay? But the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And Trae, you are my friend. Sink Philly, bro. Send them home. Oh, Benny, 4 of 14 at the line. Yeah, nice one there, Mr. Simmons. Well, Doc Rivers has never choked before, right? That's his first time.
My favorite thing.
I'm losing my voice, and I can still yell
Instagram
at
just
Philly.
as I do any other day.
Yeah.
And I see this video come up on my feed, and it's a fan trying to get Ben Simmons' attention to help him shoot a free throw. He's like, yeah, hold your follow through.
Dude, 4 of 14? Mr. Flip a
Bro.
coin over here shoots better than that.
Oh my god.
And Chuck is bad at free throws.
I suck at
So,
free throws.
you know how when you play pickup, you shoot for the ball and you shoot a 3? We
let
let
me
Chuck
shoot a
shoot
free
free
throw,
throws.
man.
Okay?
Every time.
And I would, if my life were on the line, I would take this guy over Simmons any day. Any day, Chuck. Any day.
I mean, Simmons
Of
is
course,
shooting like
bro. Of course.
not only that, but Simmons was shooting bad from the line going into the game. He was like 33%
I just don't
from
get
the
how
line
you can
going
be
into the playoffs.
that gifted and like,
As an all-around basketball.
You know.
Yeah.
it's not like he doesn't work hard in the gym.
He's 6'10", athletic,
And-
fast, can handle the ball.
like-
But he can't shoot!
He works hard in the gym, and like it's one thing if you can't shoot threes, okay? Like
Yeah, that's
you know there are a
fine.
bunch of big men who
God.
can't shoot.
Giannis can't
But, like,
shoot threes, but
I
he's
feel
a
like
two-time
he
MVP.
should-
Shoot him, though.
I
That's
feel like
true.
he should be able to just take like 5 days and just shoot
Only
1,000
free
free,
throws.
just
Only free
12
throws.
hours straight, just free throws,
Yeah.
free throws.
He won't have a
And
drop
just
off
get it
in
down.
anything
No,
else,
this is
and he'll just
he is
improve
shooting,
his free throws.
He is shooting 12 of 39 from the line.
The
this
Hawks
series.
team,
12 of 39.
the entire
That
Hawks
is
team, Nick,
ridiculous.
has missed fewer free throws than
30%.
Ben Simmons.
That is absolutely
Thirty
ridiculous.
30% from the line.
Horrible. Also,
So-
probably.
As a team, they're
with
shooting
that, hold on,
65%
though,
from the
hold on.
line.
And with Ben Simmons shooting like that, okay, the Sixers still had a 97.5% chance of winning with 4.5 minutes remaining.
99.1
Okay,
half, too.
the Hawks outscored Philly 40-19 in the fourth quarter, and you know it should be said. Props to Trae Young.
Yeah.
Props to Atlanta. Sweet
Props to
Lou
John
Williams.
John
getting
Collins
them
and
lemon
Trae Young.
pepper wings all the time.
Yeah.
Showed up. You know,
Lemon pepper
Trae
Lou.
made his free throws. They clutched up. But this was more of a Philly historic collapse than
Horrible.
Atlanta.
This was the worst
They
playoff
led by
collapse I've ever
26
seen.
points.
Tobias Harris.
the ages did
Tobias
the same in
Harris.
the
No
second
one's
half.
talking
Yeah.
about it
He
because he's
had
a
a
number
horrible
3,
choke
and you're
job.
not
But
expecting
he was
it
playing
from
great
him.
for them the whole
Yeah,
the
but he had
playoffs.
4
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
Okay,
he played
you
horrible.
cannot have 2 players make a field goal in the second half.
Oh, yeah.
And Embiid Curry
And one of them
were the
cannot
only
be
guys.
Seth Curry,
Seth
too.
Curry
Yeah.
at 37. How do you lose a game when Seth Curry is 37?
It's
is
That's
insane.
unreal.
Like,
he was like
It's
Steph.
when your second All-Star
Like a
only scores
13
8 points.
A
That's how.
13 points per game player has 37 points.
Yeah.
And you
You
lose the
lose.
game, and you're
That is
up
absurd.
26 at halftime.
No,
that
he-
cannot happen.
He had 36, 7, and 2 on 7 of 12 from the 3 and 13 of 19
7
from the
rebounds for him?
field. 7 rebounds.
Dude,
he
tiny.
had an incredible
Seth Curry
game.
shoots efficient, and you still lose.
That is
was-
horrible.
yeah.
He's the difference maker in
The-
a lot of Philly's games.
two-
too.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say the 3 biggest reasons they lost this game. All right, Dwight
Bet-
Howard did not have a good game at all. He went 0 of 2 from the field. He was a negative
One.
14 plus minus. in
Dwight
9
Howard
minutes.
was not the reason.
I
they
know, but
lost.
I'm getting to it.
The problem
I'm getting
was
to it.
Dwight
Ben
Howard was
Simmons,
in the game.
4 of 14. Yes, that was bad.
Doc
4 of
Rivers
14
put in
from
the
the line.
subs, bro.
Yeah. Ben Simmons 4 of 14 from the line. That is horrible. Tobias 2 of 11, but it is Doc Rivers' fault 100%.
I mean, he played Matisse
Doc
Thybulle
Rivers-
24
Doc
minutes.
Rivers, I'm losing my voice. Doc Rivers was really nice at managing egos,
Yeah.
okay, and building chemistry, making the team feel like a family. He helped Paul George man to man in the bubble last year, but in terms of making adjustments in the second half of games, he is just not the right guy.
Just horrible.
And it's, the
he
good thing
needs
is
to be an assistant.
Daryl Morey.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
The thing Philly fans should look forward to is your GM, Daryl Morey. He'll blow it up. He's not afraid to blow it up. He'll go out there and he'll trade Simmons this offseason. He'll fire Doc Rivers. He's
Honestly,
not
if they don't
going
win
to
the
stick with the
series, Simmons is
process.
gone.
Yeah, he'll blow it up and get you guys something.
It'll be
new.
exciting.
But it is
not
really
getting rid of-
frustrating
I mean,
because
Well,
Embiid
Embiid had an
can't-
incredible.
Do a 180.
Even Embiid.
Embiid has had an
You got
incredible year.
if you're Embiid, you got to close that game.
Yeah,
And he was
he
bad
had a
down the
bad
stretch.
series,
He was
but he
bad down
still
the
had
stretch.
like 17 points in the first quarter. He
This-
has 37,
this game is
13,
nowhere near.
5, 2 steals, and 4 blocks.
This game is
like, you can't
nowhere
even
near
blame
it.
it on
Nick's
Embiid.
fault.
Nick, I just
That
want
much.
to go back to what you were saying about Doc Rivers, or about Dwight Howard having a negative.
I was just saying that he had
a
bad-
negative 14 plus minus. That's because he's on that bench roster that played like the entire third.
Yeah,
quarter.
but I was just saying that he had 2
terrible.
turnovers, he had no assists, he had 8 rebounds, which is good, but he went 0-2 from the field.
But
He just had
even
no
the
impact on
third
it.
quarter,
the
bro.
He was just out there getting
The
balls.
the Hawks outscored them by 21 in the fourth quarter.
Which is
that was
ridiculous.
like your starters
They
were in the
didn't
game
even
and
do
they
it.
sucked.
outrageous. Yeah.
They just sucked, man.
Yeah.
Simmons can't
What was
shoot.
the- what was the
Embiid
scoring
started
splits for the third
bricking.
quarter? Can you look that up?
Scoring splits for the third quarter. 29-25, Atlanta led by 4 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
40
It wasn't
40
major.
to
Wasn't
19.
even Embiid
It was
and Simmons.
all-
They
25
came
for the
back
third
and
quarter.
sold. Yeah.
It was
that
all
is
the
absurd.
fourth quarter was just terrible. Terrible.
So
Because at the
bad.
start of the fourth quarter, they still like bench guys. And like Matisse Thybulle played 24 minutes. And
know
while he's
this,
good,
man.
he can't
Atlanta
play
is
24 minutes
always
in a playoff
on the
game.
other side of blowing leads. Okay? And for once, Atlanta
I know that
got
better than
some
anyone
props,
else, baby.
bro.
They won a game.
Give some props to the Hawks. This team is really young and talented. They don't even have
they're
DeAndre
future
Hunter
great
and
team.
Cam
Trey
Reddish
just
right
enjoys
now.
being
They're
the
great.
villain, man.
And
Yeah,
Trey-
And I know you.
I'm,
guys.
He lives up
I'm
to it.
here for it.
here for
I'm
it.
here
Dude,
for
I
it,
love
baby.
I know. I
Trey.
just don't
I
like the way he
actually-
plays.
I
But
love Trey.
I'm here for
I
it,
respect him
baby.
as a guy.
I don't hate
but
Trey.
I just don't like
A
him.
lot of people hate
Knicks-
the way
Knicks
he
fans
draws
are
contacts and stuff like that. Like a lot of people hate it, but at the current moment, like the refs are calling it like that for everybody. He's just doing it more because it's a smart
he's
basketball
works.
play right now.
And he's
It's
good
a
enough to
winning
do it.
play, and he's smart enough to do it and take advantage of the rules of the NBA right now. It's why they're looking at rule changes for it.
To make a long story short, the Hawks are nice. This
Hawks
was
and
Philly's
6.
fault.
Yeah.
This was Philly's fault.
But I just want to say another couple things.
With,
is
with that being
four
said,
players,
Sixers and 7.
four players
No,
on the
sir.
Hawks.
So I legitimately think so.
No, sir.
4 players on the Hawks combined for 89 points, and those players are John Collins, Trae Young. Obviously, Trae Young had the best night, 39 points. Of course, he had the best night. But
Yeah.
Gallinari had 16, and I thought Gallinari was kind of not the right move in the offseason because it's
No,
like an
Gallo's
older
good.
player, but he's not a good defender, and you can't really play him. In
Yeah,
the
he
reason why we
can't
didn't
defend.
think it was the right move was because we didn't think the Hawks were contending.
Yeah,
but
I know
now
that.
they
And
are.
now they're
and
out.
that's a
They are.
solid
They are.
piece.
But he dropped in his efficient 16 points.
Yeah.
Lou
And John
Williams,
Collins is great.
Lou
Lemon
Williams
pepper
has been
Lou.
huge.
A
Lou
6'10"
Williams has been
big
better
who
for
can
them than
shoot.
Rondo was for them. Like he's
yeah.
been playing actually very
look,
well.
he
for
fit
them.
the team better.
Playoff R, as Skip calls it, is buried in the doghouse with the Clippers. He's not even
Pandemic
playing and they're
R,
winning.
as
Yeah.
as Skip
Why
calls
is Pat
him.
Bev playing and Rondo's not?
It's working.
Dude,
It's
it's
working,
fine.
Ty Lue,
It's
bro.
fine.
Ty Lue
But,
makes
dude,
adjustments.
Ty Lue's a good
Pat
coach.
Bev did was get a technical yesterday, dude.
But the other thing that I want to say is that
run it
there were
around.
a few
He
players
fooled people.
that were just horrible on the Hawks. Like Herter. had
Herter
a
was like
horrible
0 for
game.
7.
0 of 7.
Yeah.
He played 27 minutes. Had
okay.
0 of 7, a negative 23 plus minus.
Yeah.
Played horrible. He had 0 points.
okay.
And Kevin Herter is a good player. Like not great, but he's a solid player.
a good player.
Right?
He's a
but
shooter.
he played
He's a Luke
horribly, and they still won this
And they
game
still
because
won.
Trae Young
Kennard's
stuck
good.
with it. Those other 3 guys had big games. They stepped up. Capella didn't even have a good game. He had 6
he
points
got
and 8
he got
points.
dogged by Embiid
He got
in
destroyed
the first
by
half
Embiid.
too.
Well, that's
Absolutely
because
destroyed by him.
everybody who goes up against Embiid is going to get dogged by
Lou
Embiid
Williams,
a little bit.
Lou Williams had a plus 31
Except
plus
Cat.
minus. Lou Williams had a plus 31 plus
He
minus.
won that fight, okay?
Embiid did win that
Hey,
fight.
listen. Let's close this off, right? Who do you guys think is going to win the series?
Hawks and 6, baby.
I think.
If it,
I think actually Hawks in 7. I think
that's
game
really-
6. I think Philly comes
You
out.
think they lose in Philly?
The last 2 games,
Trey loves
Philly's
being the
been-
villain.
That's
dude.
true.
Philly's been the better team,
It's true.
and they've blown leads. I think game 6, Philly's like, we're tired of this. They beat them up. I think they win by like 20 in the A. I think game 7 they come back and it is an epic choke fest, reminiscent of last year in the bubble. Doc Rivers with the Clippers Playoff P hitting the side of the backboard. You remember that against Denver?
Pandemic P.
I foresee an epic collapse in Game 7.
Now,
I could totally see that.
Now that we have the biased Clippers fan who's salty about Doc Rivers out of the way, I got Sixers in 7 for the same reason. I think they're going to come out and take Game 6 for the same reason. Scott said, they're sick of it. They're the one seed. They're one of the best teams.
Then you think they finally provide some fan service?
They're a better team than Atlanta. They're going to go out and they're going to take Game 6. And then Game 7, they're just, as I said in our Jazz video, they have a pedestrian night. As a team, they'll win the game. That's all they need.
If they have a pedestrian night in Game 7, they're not winning.
Because right now it's play.
Honestly, I think Game 7 is kind of like a coin flip. It's whoever shows out and actually has a big game.
Well, it's not getting to Game 7, so it won't matter.
Whoever's actually going to step up. If they can have players that actually
and Doc Rivers in Philadelphia is not.
That's my problem. Is that
Ben Simmons? Doc Rivers, Tobias Harris, they're not stepping up. Okay,
Tobias had one bad game.
Tobias has been huge for them.
Tobias has been good.
He's been so good for them in the playoffs. He had a
I like Tobias,
last game.
but Tobias, when the pressure is on, is not that same dude. Okay, last year in the playoffs, when Simmons went down, they needed Tobias to step up and be a number 2, and they got swept by Boston. And look at how nice Boston is now. Okay, Kemba Walker was playing on one knee, dude. I like Tobias. He's good when there's no expectations.
He's actually been a huge.
He's good when there's no expectations.
He's taken a big step up, though. You gotta admit, he was a near all-star. He was a near all-star this season. He's had a really big step up over the last year. I don't think the same thing happens with the Celtics. But if he chokes again, I think there's no chance the Sixers team wins it. But I think he's gonna step up these last 2 games.
Bear in mind, this was Scott's team to make it to the finals.
The Sixers?
Yeah.
Well,
and they're going out in 6 to the Squaws, baby.
Atlanta. If they get past Atlanta,
they have a good.
They're beating either Milwaukee, probably, or Brooklyn.
I think they match up well with
the
Brooklyn.
Milwaukee. There's too many injuries to figure out what's going on with Brooklyn. But I think Philly will go to the finals.
If they go against Milwaukee, they lose. If they go up against Brooklyn,
are you kidding?
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Hey, Milwaukee's making the finals.
We'll get
I'm so tired with Milwaukee.
We'll get there, boys. We'll get there. So Fletcher, who do you have in 6 or 7?
I got Atlanta in 6, baby.
You have Atlanta in 6.
Yeah, Atlanta in 6, man.
Philly's
Philly's a trash heap.
Atlanta in 7. Nick,
I think this one is so tough for me. I think that next game, this next game, I think the
Nick is a classic.
Yeah.
But I think the game.
Every series is
Nick
so
is a
tough.
classic.
I know, but like this
flip-flopper.
one specifically, though.
This one specifically.
Then ask Google to flip a coin
you didn't
for
have
you.
an existential crisis about Mike Conley 20 minutes ago.
No, I just said Mike Conley was actually a pretty big part of their game.
He's a pretty big huge.
Yeah,
pretty big huge.
Okay.
But
God,
I think I gotta go Hawks. But yeah, that's a tough one.
Let's go.
damn, I'm the only one.
But if Sixers
I
win the
wouldn't be
next game, I
shocked
can
if
see them
Philly
winning it
won.
all.
I wouldn't be shocked.
No, it wouldn't be surprising if Philly won,
the
except
one
for
seed.
it would be surprising because Philly sucks and Doc Rivers is their coach at Atlanta.
I believe.
McMillan has completely changed.
I
his team.
don't think
he's done it.
Don't believe in Doc Rivers.
Super good.
He's
They
done a
won't make-
phenomenal job.
I just want to say this now. Even if Philly does win in Game 7, they will not make it.
If you flipped the coaching and had Nate McMillan coaching the Sixers, I would be Sixers in 7.
Yeah, I'd still say
I would be
Sixers.
Sixers in 7.
Yeah, I'd go.
Like,
well, they wouldn't have lost Game 5.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, they would have won the series by now. Let's be honest.
But anyway, appreciate y'all coming out and watching the video. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up. Let us know who we all got in the comments. Am I tripping for picking the Sixers? I might be. I don't. It's just a gut feeling for me, man. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. This has been The Last Word.